Eat, Sleep, Burn review. Find the close supernatural technique to lose undesirable gut fat normally and securely while you rest, without starving yourself and without doing any exercise more strenuous than making some tea. Pause. Spare an extra $10. Technique to get thinner normally and securely, while you in a flash start switching medical issues and, for all intents and purposes, twofold your vitality medium term. Guarantee your $10 voucher now. I could never pardon myself on the off chance that you left flat broke without attempting this mind-boggling weight reduction framework. Spare an extra $10. This is the thing that occurs in your body when you are not getting a explicit sort of profound rest. In the first place, this is what's going on to your body when you are duped on the exact sort of remedial rest. Regardless of whether you're sleeping for 8 hours and believe you're resting soundly, except if you're getting this particular sort of rest, you will be influenced. Above all else, any disturbance in your rest is going to make you hungry constantly. That is on the grounds that unfortunate rest upsets your appetite hormones. First, there's leptin, a hormone discharged by fat cells as a sign to the mind that you are full. Ongoing contemplates in people have indicated that shallow rest wrecks the arrival of this hormone. Your body misreads this and believes you're in a condition of starvation that causes runaway hunger. Which clarifies for what reason you're ravenous all the time in any event, when you're getting quite a few supplements from a sound diet. Anyway, that is not all. Next up is ghrelin, fundamentally something contrary to leptin. Ghrelin increase your hunger. What's more, any disturbance of your rest quality drives it through the rooftop. On the off chance that you've at any point had even brief times of terrible rest, you've presumably seen this expansion in crave yourself. Envision attempting to remain solid on any sort of diet when your hormones are disclosing to all of you day long that you're starving. Presently, if just that were the most noticeably awful thing your hormones were doing. 'Cause there's additional. Did you realize a hormone called cortisol has been appeared to straightforwardly store fat on your paunch? Also, think about what every night of low-quality rest includes after some time and drives up your cortisol. In addition to the fact that this inflates your midsection fat, it meddles with learning and memory. It brings down resistant capacity and bone thickness. It drives up circulatory strain and cholesterol. It builds the opportunity of coronary illness, despondency, psychological instability. I could continue onward, however you get the image. Incessantly raised cortisol is out and out terrible. And regardless of how great you are on your eating routine, you can't get in shape while high cortisol is subverting you. Presently, if the hormonal issues weren't sufficient, an absence of basic profound rest undermines something many refer to as your RER and makes your body consume fit tissue for vitality rather than put away fat. Presently, RER is your respiratory conversion standard, which is essentially the trading of oxygen and carbon dioxide that happens when you inhale. When your rest cycles get wrecked, your RER gets moved and terrible things occur. An ongoing report uncovered that a wonky RER from interfered with rest cycles brought about the loss of fit muscle tissue rather than fat when calories were limited. At the end of the day, the two bunches in this examination lost a similar measure of weight. However, the gathering with poor rest cycles didn't lose any fat, rather they lost important slender muscle while as yet putting away more muscle to fat ratio. And get this, losing fit muscle implies you consume less calories and you think that it's much harder to shed pounds. It's an endless loop. So despite the fact that you're eating right, it would all be able to depart for good on the off chance that you don't have the perfect measure of this quite certain period of rest. Furthermore, it's not just about what you look like. Despite the fact that recovering this particular type of profound rest will level your paunch, what's increasingly significant is that your very well-being is in question. Low-quality rest is currently demonstrated to be more ruinous to your body than smoking. Hell, at any rate, smokers for the most part don't experience the ill effects of unexplained gut fat. What's more, specialists don't generally have an idea about this monstrous new well-being risk. Presently, how would I know this? All things considered, on the grounds that that is exactly what you get, you continue eating like a customary individual. You fix your rest cycles, and marvelously you simply start at last consuming with smoldering heat your tummy fat when nothing else ever worked. Which carries us to now. Furthermore, carries us to you encountering the inconceivable after effects of eat, rest, consume for yourself as well. Here we are prepared for you to at long last get the level gut and thin body you've been longing for, and which you merit while never feeling like you're eating fewer carbs, in light of the fact that you aren't. In Eat Rest Copy you'll find the basic mystery to activating perpetual weight reduction while you twofold your vitality and set yourself up for a long and sound life. At the point when you take a crack at the program, I'll give you prompt access to Dan's mystery, Rest Thin Tea, formula. You'll get familiar with the precise proportion of flavors, tea, and different fixings intended to slip you into a profound, remedial, fat-consuming rest. Furthermore, guess what? Truly, simply giving you the tea formula would most likely be sufficient to change your life everlastingly. I mean, in the event that you can't make yourself drink some tea each night, I don't figure anyone could assist you with shedding pounds. But since we've made it our strategic offer our extraordinary outcomes with the same number of individuals as we can, and we need to over-convey for you, we're going to give you much more than that. In the Eat, Rest, Consume framework you'll learn the exact shutdown grouping required to ensure the definite type of intense rest that will normally soften away the entirety of your abundance muscle versus fat. The 3 key rest switches that make it simple to recover your vitality and imperativeness. Step-by-step instructions to reset your circadian mood so your body naturally realizes the most solid time to float off to rest and to wake you without an alert or any morning sluggishness. Step-by-step instructions to control a groundbreaking synapse in your mind that quickly gives you a chance to close out on edge musings and shut down your turning cerebrum. Which means when today around evening time you can appreciate a profound, unwinding and re-establishing rest while your body gets down to business consuming revolting gut fat. While somewhere down in your cells you quickly start establishing the framework that will help anticipate the potential for ailment that hides in your body. What's more, that is only a hint of something larger. I scarcely have the opportunity to delineate for you the Batcavan strategy to for all intents and purposes promise you fall effectively into a profound and helpful rest. The 2 guidelines you should never break on the off chance that you sleep. I mean never. One straightforward stunt you can use to twofold the measure of fat-consuming profound rest you get each and every night. The most effective method to lessen malignancy causing aggravation all through your body without perilous and costly medications. Furthermore, a whole lot more. Alright. Would you be able to feel that? Your heart thumping. The dryness in your mouth. That unfathomable want to know this. To have the option to do this. To never again feel tired constantly? To giggle at the possibility of yearnings since they simply aren't a thing any longer? To have power over your body and your well-being in a manner you never have? Question mark. Give me a chance to ask you, what amount is it worth to you to never need to feel fat again for an incredible remainder? What amount is it worth to you to have your companions envious of the astonishing changes you've made to your body, beseeching you for your privileged insights? Question mark. What amount is it worth to get up each early daytime feeling rested, and sail during that time supercharged with vitality to save? What amount is it worth to never feel like you need to deny yourself or diet once more? Envision that for a second. Truly let yourself feel what that would resemble. And afterward let me know. What might be a reasonable cost to totally straighten your stomach and oversee your weight in only a couple of brief weeks and with less exertion than it takes you to drive to the market? What is it worth to wake up rested, without a caution, each morning and engine during your time with the uncorrupt vitality and delight? In case you're by and large totally genuine with yourself, I wager you'd state $197 or more would be thoroughly reasonable for feel glad and grin so wide it makes your cheeks hurt each time you look in the mirror or run a hand along your midsection since it's so level and solid and tight. Also, considering the way that people routinely pay $900 just to go through a solitary day with Dan to gain proficiency with this identical stuff. What's more, his first-class customers are joyfully giving him $1,500 every month similarly as a retainer for his training. When you take a gander at it that way it appears to be quite modest, isn't that right? But then I realize that as a lady, a mother, and a cop it's been instilled in me to give, offer, provide for other people. What's more, I comprehend that occasionally you can't force yourself to be narrow-minded and give yourself what you need, despite the fact that you need something so much and know it's an ideal arrangement. Which is the reason I will accomplish something sort of dangerous here. Not a hazard to you. In any case, a major hazard to me. Recollect that, we set off on this voyage since we felt called. We felt the craving and need to get this under the control of however many individuals as could be expected under the circumstances. Since we survived the torment and we cheer each day that we found the fix. Furthermore, on the off chance that I need to endure a shot to my wallet to support you. All things considered, that is a cost I'm amazingly glad to pay. So this is what I will do. We've just concurred that Eat Rest Consume is worth in any event $197. However, on the grounds that you've perused this page and give